Hi, I'm Keisha and welcome back. Y'all, it's Friday. I'm tired. I'm even more hungry. And on Fridays, I don't cook. I use Friday and Saturday to eat whatever I made Sunday through Thursday. So I have some chili left over that I made a day and a half ago. And I'm going to accompany that with some guacamole this evening. So I have my avocado. I'm just going to start on one side and go lengthwise. Cut in until I reach the pit and then just rotate the avocado like so and break it apart. Take your knife, go in with the pit and pull it off carefully. And I like to go in and score it just to make it a little bit easier on myself to scoop out. Just like this. My avocado's in the bowl. To that, I'm going to add 1 tomato. And I've found a good way of slicing tomatoes is skin side down. This makes it a lot easier to get through the tomato, but also keeps it from running everywhere, the juice. I really like red onion because it has a very strong flavor, but because it's strong, I'm going to use not even a fourth. This is a big one. This is huge. And I like to get a pretty thin cut on them because I don't want too large of a bite because it is raw and red onion has a very strong flavor. So I just kind of want it to be there, but I don't want you to, have a large chunk in the mouth. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with some garlic. I have 1 large clove and 1 small clove. Feel free to add more or less. I really like garlic, so I want to add just a little bit more. Now, normally you would use a mortar and pestle. I don't have one of those, and I found a really great trick for macerating garlic. So I would like to show you what that is for those who don't have a mortar and pestle like myself. So the first thing you want to do is get really thin pieces, really thin mince, as thinly as you can get on your garlic. Small as you can make it. And I'm going to go over this several times just to make the next step a bit easier for myself. We're going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt on it, and this is just going to begin to draw out some of the water. We're not really trying to season it, but get a little bit of salt on it. And then take our knife blade outward, not facing us, grabbing it from the edge, outer edge. Take it and just mash it on the cutting board. And what this is going to do is, in effect, create a paste. Just like that. It doesn't take long at all, but your hands will definitely smell like garlic. Next, I'm going to add about half of the serrano chili, and this is definitely optional. You don't have to add the chili. I just like a little bit of spice in my guacamole, so I'm going to add it, just half of it. And I am going to core and seed it. When you're handling serrano peppers or any pepper that's hot, do a couple of things. Number 1, if you know your hands are sensitive, wear some gloves to make sure that you don't break out, but definitely wash your hands after handling before touching any other part of your body, especially your face. I did that fairly recently, actually made a rookie mistake. I was handling a Scotch bonnet or habanero pepper and did not wash my hands and touched my face. Not only did I touch my face, I touched my eyes. Oh, mistake. And I have some cilantro here as well. Now, if you're like me, you've probably wasted countless amounts of fresh herbs because you're unable to use them all at one time. I was reading an awesome blog post, and I'll put that information into the description box on how to better preserve your herbs. One way for tender herbs like cilantro is to put them in a mason jar with a little bit of cold water, about half an inch to an inch of cold water at the bottom, and it will preserve it. And I've had this cilantro for almost 3 weeks now, and it looks great. So definitely try that. So I'm just going to finely chop this, or chiffonade, whatever you'd like to call it, into my bowl. And I really like cilantro. So this is not that much. I mean, it's probably a couple of tablespoons, but I really like cilantro. And the last ingredient that we're going to use is the juice of 1 lime. Just gonna get it right inside, as much as I can get. We have all of the ingredients in the bowl. Now the last thing to do is just season it with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. I like to just start off with probably like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and mix it together and just taste it first. I'm just gonna take my fork and mash. That is excellent. The flavors are all there. The lime comes through, the garlic comes through. Nothing is overpowering. There's a little bit of heat on the end from the serrano peppers. This is going to go very well with my meal tonight. You guys, give this recipe a try. Please let me know how you like to eat your guacamole in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Thank you and happy eating.